Well, this is the last show that I'm going to call it the beta show, tech beta show, because I'll have a name by next Friday. So, yeah, we'll get ready for that. Well, I guess to start off the show, let's do the news like usual. First thing is Apple releases iOS 9.1. Uh, This is a minor update, mostly compatibility with tvOS and adding emojis and a few security fixes here and there. Speaking of emojis, hey, guess what, Android users? You're gonna get them eventually, just like everything else. Eventually, you'll get, emojis, the new emojis that iOS 9.1 added, on Android. So there's that to look forward to. Also, last thing, Samsung unveiled a new massive 18-inch tablet. Why? I know they're trying to go after the iPad Pro, which I think is a perfect size. Yeah, I wanted a bigger tablet, but holy crap, 18 inches. 18.4, sorry, inches. I mean, I guess that would be good for, like, games and stuff. But crap. What else would you use it for? Oh, TV. But other than that, holy crap. And I think it runs Android 5... what was it? Oh, 5.1.1. So, okay. I don't believe they mentioned anything about availability yet. So now, let's answer some questions real quick. The first question is iCloud for Windows good for file sharing? No. No, it is not. It is not a file sharing system. As far as I know, there is no way to, like, make a public link to something. You can in Pages, like certain apps, you can go in and say, make, a public link for this, like in Pages on the Mac, and I think in the browser as well. You can right-click a document and say, share this with someone and add an email address and email it to them. It'll give them a link that will allow them to see it, and I think possibly edit it too. You can control that, but you can't just put, like, a picture, say, in a folder on iCloud Drive and do make a public link for that. Dropbox, on the other hand, can do that, which is something I do miss from when I used to use Dropbox. And actually, if you're on Windows, even OneDrive does this as well. You can make public folders and put stuff in it and share it. So there's, at least a couple options if that's what you want. And if you're on Windows, OneDrive might be your better solution. Next question is, why can't I scan on my Mac? And the answer is you can. Maybe your, scanner or printer scanner doesn't have drivers for the Mac, but overall you should be able to. You should be able to go into Launchpad or in the applications folder, and then go to other, and then you'll see something called image capture. And once you do that, you should see scanners that are shared on your network or plugged into your computer, and you should be able to scan away. And you can change details like, oh, there it goes. Whether it's going to be a color, the DPI, whether it's going to be a JPEG or a PDF, what you want to call it, where to scan it. You can even scan directly into the Photos app. And yeah. Last question is, how do I rip DVDs? And well, one, I'll throw this out that ripping DVDs is illegal, and you shouldn't do it. But if you're going to, you might want to use something called a DVD fab. Which is over at dvdfab.cn. They do have free versions, but probably better off buying it. I do not want the Mac version. Depends. If you're doing a lot, then yeah, buy it. But there is an older version. Let's see. DVD Fab Copy DVD, I think. Oh no, DVD Fab DVD Ripper. I've been using DVD Fab for a long time now, and it's done everything I ever wanted. It even has tools to encode your DVDs or those DVD files once they're ripped, so then you can watch them on an iPad or a smart TV or something. It's $49.99 US. Like I said, I couldn't be happier with them. You can also use Handbrake. There is a way to use Handbrake and VLC to be able to rip DVDs. It's a little tricky, but if you're willing to give it to try it and don't want to, buy something, if maybe DVD Fab's a little too steep of a price, you could try this. You could try Handbrake to rip your DVDs. So that's about it for this episode. Leave your, questions in the comments below, and also you can email me, mikesprolotech@gmail.com. Until next week.